Good morning, everybody. My name is Jamel, and thanks for tuning in. Today, I'm going to be doing the Marine PT test, as recommended by my buddy Stephen Lee when he watched my Army PT test. So, what I'm actually going to do right now is have my buddy Jeremy Langford, who is a retired Marine, and I'm going to ask him for some tips, some guidance, and kind of what to expect. So, yeah, look out. You can record shots of like me talking to him, but I'm gonna. What's up? Oh, look at that, bro! Look at that! Look at the crazy hair. So like I told you via text. So I did the Army PT test for my fitness channel, and you know Stephen Lee, right? So he said, "Hey, why don't you do the Marine one?" So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it," but I kind of know what to expect, kind of don't. So I'm gonna run over it like really quickly, and then let me know if I got it right. So it starts off with pull-ups or push-ups, but I'm gonna elect to do pull-ups. It's not timed, but I have to do a dead hang pull-up. I can't let go of the bar at any time, and I can't kip. I can't like kip up, put my knees up, and it needs to be clean form. So I can do as many reps as I can. And then it moves on to crunches, so not full sit-ups, but I cross my arms on my bicep and I go up about like midway to my thigh, and then a 3-mile timed run. Is that it? Is that what I should
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know this, it's all scored based on points. And so there's 100 points per there's 100 points for pull-ups, 100 points for sit-ups, and 100 points for the run.
Okay.
And then there's like different classes. So it's a point each for each setup you do.
Okay.
And then usually first score for pull-ups is 20, so it's what, 5 points per pull-up you missed.
Sure.
And then for the run, I think they take off a point for every 10 seconds you are under or over 18 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's quick.
Yeah, so it's 6-minute miles, and then from then on, it kind of, holy cow. Okay.
Right. Yeah, 3 6-minute miles in a row.
Holy cow.
But it's you know, to be able to kill it. Tricks for this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
A little easier. Use your palms forward for your pull-ups. Use your back instead of your biceps.
Okay.
And then if you start, for example, if you're unable to do more, switch grips and try to do some of the pull-ups.
So you can switch grip as long as you don't let go. So if I'm doing overhand and I'm okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, as long as your weight is on the bar, as long as you're not touching the ground, you should be fine.
Okay.
If you need a rest, some people will drop down to one arm. We'll let go with one arm and shake out the other one.
Okay.
But that's up to you. If
sure.
You're resting,
that's up to my wrist tolerance. Yeah.
The bar,
yeah, it makes sense.
If you're not, strong enough to do that. And then as long as your elbows, your forearms are touching your thighs when you pull up a setup, a lot of times people will count it depending on how strict your overseer is.
Sure. So what were your times? So I mean, walk me through a little bit of your process because I know you're a vet. So when did you go, and what were do you remember your times when you initially did it?
No, I got first score and everything except for the run.
Okay.
And so it was like, I got 290, so 10 seconds, or so. And so probably about 20 minutes and 10 seconds, I think, is my run. It's typically, I never got a full perfect run.
But perfect pull-ups and sit-ups. I mean, or crunches. That's pretty good. And so, do you have to do this every like 6 months or every quarter to like maintain your shape, like while you're active duty in the Marines?
So I think you have like every year for your PT test.
Gotcha.
To qualify, but you have to maintain like you're constantly practicing and doing them, and sometimes you'll do them for fun, but for your promotion and stuff every year, I believe. Gotcha.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thanks for the tips. You're going to be in the video, so I mean, we're gonna show off that nice little hairdo, and everyone's going to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and start recording, and I'll let you know.
All right. Good luck, man.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
You heard it from the man himself. So I'm going to be doing this purple beast, and we'll get to it. So I am going to be doing overhand and then maybe if I'm feeling it or if I need to switch it up, I'll do under. I typically always do my pull-ups kind of regular style, so let's get to it. Alrighty. And then I'll count my head. I'm sure I'm not going to do a crap ton, but if you want to double check my count, then. So here we get into the pull-ups part. I was kind of nervous, so my hands didn't fully wrap around the bar. So we were kind of on this weird little monkey bar thing. And you can see my fingers kind of like do this. And it was wet, you know, because it was like right early in the morning. So we dried it off. I dried it off as well as I could. And Michael, the guy who was filming with me, he had some of this lifters adhesive. I decided not to use it because I'm sure that's not what they use, you know, when the Marines are going through their PFT, but it was pretty tough and I was definitely feeling it. The most pull-ups I've done, you know, like what I do typically in my back workouts is like maybe 10, maybe 12 at the max, but anything over that's kind of uncharted territory. So I think I did a pretty decent job at being able to go for as much as I did. 17. 18, 20, 19, more. 30. I gotta shake it out. Holy cow. 2, 0, 20. Now we move on to a different location just down the way so we can hit on the track for the crunches and the 3-mile time run. So, morning full of pain. See you over there. We are back at the track. So now we are gonna do the 2-minute timed crunches and the 3-mile timed run. So I'm still feeling it from the pull-ups, but I'm excited to get after it. The dreaded crunches. So this one's a little bit different than the Army PT one I did because you don't have to go fully all the way up and you have to kind of hold your arms and then hit your elbows to mid-thigh. But this is the bane of my fitness journey is core. I've never worked it, not nearly as much as I should have, just because I've always been kind of a heavyset guy and you can never see it, but I gotta change that up. That's my weak side.
That's weak, wow.
Yeah, my buddy did 100. No, core away from my.
100?
All right. Time for this.
Good wrap, good break, good break.
Ooh. Alrighty, so core is definitely my weakest of the three. I think running is probably on the stronger side, so I'm gonna do things a little bit differently than I did last time. I'm actually gonna hold my phone with me to keep track. I wanna make sure that I hit those 3 miles. I think if you do 4 laps, it's probably like a little under a mile, but pretty close. So I wanna get right on the money when it comes to the 3 miles, so let's get after it. Well, I'm gonna be using my Nike Run Club app. I'm gonna go ahead and start my run here in 3. So now we're heading into the run. So I think we did like a 20 zoom on this, you know, for filming purposes, because it's about 23 minutes of footage. So I wanted to compress it as much as I could. During mile 1, I don't know if we'll be able to see here in the footage, but I grasped the left side of my core because it was hurting. Because right after the crunches, probably I waited like a minute, got right into the run, and my legs were feeling pretty good, but it was just the core. So I actually did a 3.5 mile warm up before this because I do get in quite a few miles, but the pain in my core definitely stifled performance.
Hold on. Let me see. Wait. Okay. Okay.
Now time to break down the results of the pull-ups, crunches, and run, and I'll see you back at my house. What's up, everybody? I am back home. I am showered. I am cleaned up from the Marine PT test. So I plugged in the results, and I'll just kind of do a little summary. So 20 pull-ups, 63 crunches, and a 3-mile timed run in 22 minutes and 18 seconds. My pull-up score was a 90. My run score was a 74. And my crunches was a fail. So I failed the Marine PT test. Here are the results right here where I plugged it in. So this was a tough test, and this definitely goes to show that Marines are tough, bad people. And not any Joe Schmo off the street can just go in and take it easy and without going balls to the wall, which I definitely, I felt like I could have done more, but in hindsight's always 20/20. So this test was tough. I'm definitely gonna go after it again, and I will pass, but hey, I failed this time, but I'm gonna continue to get back at it and continue to keep on chugging along. Huge thanks to my buddy Jeremy, who was in the video earlier, my buddy Steven, who's also a Marine veteran, and to all the service members, men and women out there that serve our country every day. Thank you, and thanks for watching.